Good evening, guys. Welcome back. I hope you all are doing very well. Let's just get started with our next video. In this video, pretty much we will be working on this entire login screen. At least I will try to make as much as possible. If I feel like the video is going to be too long, I will just break it up into two sections or up to three. It all depends. If you haven't seen our previous video, pretty much what we did was just pretty much setting up the project, removing the storyboard, as well as importing Snapkit, and then let's just get started. So guys, what I have done is I just deleted the previous view controller class that came for free whenever you start a project. I deleted that one. So what I'm gonna do here, create a new view controller that I'm just going to call login view controller. Okay, login view controller. Okay, so make sure you import UITextfield first, and then class login view controller. Make sure it's of a type UI view controller. Xcode is not helping me out here. Let's involve view did load. Okay, something is going on here. Let me just build just to make sure that it will show. Come on, Xcode, you always leave me. There you go. Go ahead and do this. View did load. There we go. Super.view did load. Okay, let's make sure we just put the background to be black so we know what's going on here. Background color. Go black. Actually, let me just make it red very quick, and then go ahead and copy the name of the view controller. Go on the scene delegate and just make sure it's going to be the root view controller of this navigation controller. Okay, now go ahead and run the app. Okay, I'm probably sure we're still going to see the navigation controller, the navigation bar showing, and as you can see on the design that we got, there is no navigation bar. So probably what we're gonna do is just like hide it, you know what I mean? So yeah, so pretty much we are sure that our view control is shown properly. So what I'm gonna do is change the background color to black, and then make sure I hide the navigation bar, right? So navigation controller, the navigation bar says hidden equals sure. Let me go ahead and run it again. So if you guys like know me, I like to do like small iteration process, so I hope you are going to bear some patience with me here. Okay, I like that. So first thing first, let's go ahead and create our title. As you can see, we got a title tutorial, so let's go ahead and implement that part. So we're gonna make it a private variable. Always start with a private, and when you feel like there's a necessity to make it public, go ahead and do it. But for now, let's go ahead and start with our private labels. let's call it title label. It's going to be a type of UI label, right? Go ahead and create the view inside. Okay, go ahead and give it a text very quick. Let's call it tutorial. Go ahead and give it a font as well. Let me just return it first and then construct it. Take this view and then just give it a font. Okay, UI font dot, let's see what they have. Well, they have bold system, they have a system of font. Let's go ahead and use this one. Let's give it a size of 20. Okay, what else do we need? First thing first, I would like to see what this label look like so far. So let me just give it a text color. This look like a gray white, something like that. So go ahead and give it a white of 0.8 and then 0.8 for the alpha, so it's a little bit shady. Okay, let's go ahead and take the view, the view of this view controller, add a view on it, and it's going to be the title label. Okay, make sure you import Snapkit as well, because we will be using Snapkit for our constraints. Now go ahead and take the title label, okay, and make a snap on it and call it make. So what I'm going to do here, take make top equal to, right, we're going to take the view dot save area guide layout guide, and then let's just offset it with 50. Okay, let's just center it in the middle. That's what I'm suspecting right now. It's centered in the middle. So let's do make center X. Right, so this is the horizontal is center X and the vertical is center Y. So we center it to the super view. Okay, and then we have top. Yeah, essentially that's it. So guys, don't worry about the fact that I'm coding right now. I'm just, like I was saying earlier, I'm going with a small iteration process so you guys can see what's going on, and then later as we're moving I will start refactoring, extract certain function and put it into helpers, you know, and apply proper design. So I mean proper design pattern, so you know, do not be quick to judge right now. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna have to, you know, maybe make it a 50. Okay, so let's go ahead and create these two text fields very quick. Again, we start with a private, make it a variable. This is the email text field, right? Email text field, and then it's going to be a UI text field. Let's just create the view inside this computed. It's not actually computed. UI text field. Okay, go ahead and return it. Turn the view, constructed. Take this view and just give it a placeholder equal email, and go ahead and take the view, give it a text color to be white. What else do we need? It seems like it doesn't have any border style, right? So let's remove the border style. Well, we gave it none. Is that right? Okay, what else do we need here? I feel like that's it so far. Let's go ahead and take this view, text view, add it to the sub view of the view controller. Right, email text field, So we take this email text field, we snap it, call it make, and then take make dot top. So where do we want to place it? We want to place it below this title, right? So we take the title label, we grab the snap, and we place it at the bottom, and we give it an offset of maybe 40. Again, if you have the real design, you'll be able to see what are the real numbers. So right now I'm just going on top of my head. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is take make, I'm going to snap it to the left and the right, and then make it equal to the super view, and then just reduce it by 30, for example. Right, let's go ahead and give it a height. Make, that's, is it snap? No, it's actually height. Okay, equal to what? Equal to 40. Okay, so right now we just leaving this email text field hangout, but later what we're gonna do, once we have the password text field, the sign in button, the sign up button, we're just going to put them together in a stack and then just snap the stack instead of doing it individually. As you guys can see, it will be tedious if I have to do like again and again and again, but again, since it's just the beginning of our workflow, so right now it's okay. Okay, I think I'm seeing it here, but it's like dark, right? Because the placeholder how's it called again? The placeholder color is a little bit of the same as the background color. So what we want to do is just like go ahead and maybe change the color. Yeah, I think we can change the color of the placeholder. So let's go ahead and take the view, right? Let's take I think it's attributed placeholder equal ns attributed. Yeah, let's do this with string and certain attribute the string. We can just go ahead and call it email for now. Okay, it means we can just go ahead and remove this one. For the attributes, we need to pass an array, and in it we have to pass a dictionary, right? So first we take the foreground color, and then what are we passing for the foreground color? We pass a UI color, call it dot what, let's pass it light gray. Okay, so let's go ahead and run it one last time and see what it looks like. Okay, okay, so you guys see it's coming up a little bit. Let's see the original one. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it the same for the password. So copy the entire property, paste it. Instead of calling it email text field, go ahead and call it password text field. It's a UI text field. Now it's going to be a password, right? And then go ahead and add it to the subview as well. View.subview. Now the password text field, seems like it's going to be the same constraints as well, but actually let me remove the copy paste so you guys understand what I'm doing. I need to take the password, snap it, and make a constraint on it. Let's call the escape value make. Right now we take make dot top to be equal to what? Equal to the email text field. Right, that's snap dot bottom. Okay, and we need to offset it, which means just leave a distance sign of, let's say, 20 for example. And we need to take the make, we do left and then right. Now it's going to be equal to what? Equal to the email text field, because we want them to have the both. We want them to have the same left and right constraints. Let's go ahead and run this and see what it looks like. Okay, it's coming up together. So what I'm gonna do from here is just you see I'm still repeating code here, and pretty much if I go to the sign up as well, these are the same, right? So if I have to do this over and over and over, it's going to be unmaintainable. So what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and create a extension file. So let's go ahead and call it UI text field plus extension. Okay, yeah, and then what we're gonna do in it, just import UIKit, because the properties we will be using are from the UIKit framework. Go ahead and extend from UITextfield, extension UITextfield. Okay, now what we need to do here is go right there and grab everything that is inside of this brackets, that scope pretty much, and maybe call a function extension. What is it saying? Cannot find UI text. What am I doing? UI text field. Okay, so we need to make a factory method. Func, let's call it make. Guys, also the naming is very important. You want to make sure you pick a name of your functions and variable to the point that whoever come and read your code will be able to understand it very smoothly. All right, it's very important. So make off authentication text field, just like that. Okay, and then make sure we are returning a UI text field. All right, so as you can see, this is hard coded inside. Then we need to pass it as argument, right? Placeholder, it's going to be a string, and go ahead and replace this by placeholder. All right, now we have a beautiful factory method. We can literally, let's go ahead and make it static so we don't have to create a instance of UITextfield anytime we want to call this method. Okay, now go back and on the email text field, what you can do is just like literally do this. Email text field equal UI text field dot make what? Authentication text field with placeholder. What is our placeholder? Email. And literally that's it. We do the same here. it's going to be password. Okay, go ahead and run it again just to make sure it's working properly. And the video is getting long, guys, so I'm gonna, once we get to that, once we finish that stage, I'm just gonna stop here and make another video regarding the buttons. Okay, as you can see, no change. It's just as we expected it to be. So what we need to do now is just like I was saying, we need to have a stack, right? Let's call it private stack. I could have created a stack in here, but it's better if I create it on the class level. So it's going to be UI stack view, and then just go ahead and do let's stack equal UI stack view with orange subview. Just pass it email text field, and then password text field. It's not gonna work because you see this is like a private bar. This is on the class level, and all like you have a class level depending on other class level attributes, so you will be better here if you make them lazy. And again, it works. See that it works. It's because I have already instantiated these two values, that's why. Let me go ahead and return the stack and construct it. So this will be lazily loaded once these two already exist. Okay, that's essentially it. And instead of having these two individual, let me go ahead and comment this line of code. I'll take view dot add subview. I'm going to add the stack. Pretty much just take the stack and snap and make a constraint on it. I'll call it make. Take make. Actually, it's going to be the same here. It's going to be at the bottom of the okay, so we need to do what else? We need to snap it to the left and right. Let me see. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And that should be it, I believe. Actually, I don't even have like a spacing here and alignment. Let me do some configuration on the stack. Stack dot alignment, vertical. Actually, it's axis, right? Axis vertical, and then we got stack. Got spacing. Give it a spacing of 20. Yeah, let's go with these two so far. Now you guys see how my Xcode is very slow. Okay, it's not bad. It's almost the same. It's just we probably gonna have to increment the spacing by how much? Maybe to exit. So it's gonna be 40 instead of 20. And essentially we can safely remove this part. As you guys see, let's go ahead and do one last thing. Let's go ahead and create a file private function. Let's call it configure user interface, and let's go ahead and put this in there. Let's configure UI, and that's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in for this section. So what I'm gonna do next is work on the buttons and do more refactoring. So if you guys are interested, so I invite you to go ahead and tune in. And please, guys, so I'm putting my effort on this video to help you understand. So if you don't mind, just give me a thumbs up, and subscribe as well, and just leave a comment if you think like I'm doing something wrong, or I could have improved somewhere, or there is something that you guys don't understand. And looking forward to see y'all